Sir, what are some of the biggest challenges that young entrepreneurs face today?
The biggest challenge is not having the right direction. Everyone thinks that um, starting any business requires you putting in money into that first.
Sir, would you recommend every student to participate in MUN?
I would say not just anyone. I would say anyone or something you're good at or something you are interested in. It could be a business conclave, it could be a dance competition, it could be a singing competition, it could be a talent hunt, could be anything. Something that helps you express yourself.
Failures are the part of every journey, sir. Could you share your one failure that became your biggest learning experience?
How different was the college life from your school life? People often say that school builds character while college builds confidence. So, what is one habit that every aspiring entrepreneur should start developing today?
One habit. One habit is start seeking inspirations from others around you.
One piece of advice to your younger.
My younger self, a piece of advice would be to not be afraid to ask questions and take every opportunity that comes your way.
Hello everyone, I am Minank Agarwal of Class 8B welcomes you to today's podcast episode number 8 of Beyond the Classroom. Every dream begins with a single idea. Some people wait for the perfect moment while others create that moment themselves. Today, we have someone with us who chose the second path, a young entrepreneur who is transforming ideas into opportunity and now empowering students through leadership, entrepreneurship and model United Nations. So let's welcome our guest, Priyanshu Grover sir. He is an advocate, four-time TEDx speaker, consultant, CEO and founder of Ascent Learning. Our today's interviewers are Prajwal Singh from Class 8B and Divan Shana from Class 7B. Let's begin.
Hello everyone, this is Divan Shana with my partner.
And I am Prajwal Singh.
We are here for today's podcast. So let's start with segment 1, knowing the person. Question 1 is, a very warm welcome sir. It's wonderful to have you with us today. Before we begin talking about entrepreneurship, could you tell our viewers a little about your journey?
I have been a very underconfident kid in school who got a platform once, and I was lucky enough to have a teacher who trusted me to give that platform to me. And I never looked back on that platform, and that gave me an opportunity to lead, hundreds of students and teach them what the public speaking means. So this has been my journey, which has been a road full of a lot of ups and downs. But I've been an entrepreneur, and other than that, I'm an advocate for the Bar Council of India. Along with that, I have had the opportunity of studying law from one of the most prestigious universities in the country. So this is pretty much about me.
Wow, sir, that's inspiring.
Every successful entrepreneur was once a student. Sir, tell us about your school life. What kind of student were you?
I was a very underconfident kid in school. I not even used to raise hand when I had doubts in classes because I used to feel others around will think I'm stupid. But then, I think that's why I'm very weak in maths. But then there were opportunities in school where I felt that I should take those opportunities. So I fortunately had a few teachers who believed in me and who gave me the platform to speak. So I was in the school choir. I was not a speaker first. I joined the school choir in class 7th and started singing on the mic and never left the mic after that. So naturally I started participating in school assemblies and leading the school assemblies to where I became my schools. I was in my school cabinet for last 4 years of my school, class 9, 10th, 11th, 12th consecutively. And we did not used to have this head boy, head girl concept. We used to have the concept of prime minister and president. So I was the prime minister in my school's cabinet, and that gave me the opportunity to lead the school. And naturally, I was one of the star students in my school, from someone who did not speak at all until class 8th to someone who did not stop speaking. So this has been my journey in school.
That's wonderful, sir.
Sir, were you involved in debates, cultural activities, leadership roles, or any other organizing event during the school days?
Yeah, I was a part of the school cabinet. Along with that, I was also in the school choir. I was literally everywhere. I had my feet in every boat in school. I used to participate in 9th to 12th especially. I used to participate everywhere. Before that, I was an invisible kid in school. And I was in the school cabinet. Then I also used to be MUNs. I started my school's MUN society. My school's first edition of MUN was also organized by me only. And then from there, I used to lead my school's MUN society. We used to go to a lot of inter-school competitions as well. We used to win awards there. and learn from our mistakes also. So I was pretty much involved in extracurriculars across.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, how different was the college life from your school life? People often say that school builds character while college builds confidence. Sir, do you agree with this?
I feel my college gave me a lot of good opportunities, and in my case, my school gave me the opportunity to be more confident. My college taught me how to be more disciplined and oriented for the professional life that's supposed to come ahead. It taught me discipline, the value of punctuality, and how to be a professional. That's what my college taught me.
That's interesting, sir.
So, looking back today, what lessons from schools and colleges still help you as an entrepreneur?
I feel that I would like to sum it up in one line, which is that you miss 100% of the chances you don't take. So I think every opportunity that comes your way, no matter how underconfident you feel about that, and if you feel whether I'll be able to do a good job or not, I think you should take the shot to take that opportunity, because that opportunity might change your life.
Wow, sir, we are learning many things from you.
Viewers, we are over with our previous segments. It's time to start segment 2. What inspired you? Sir, many people hesitate because they think that they are too young to start something meaningful. Sir, do you ever face any self-doubt?
Always, a daily basis. On a daily basis, I feel self-doubt. But it's also the belief to believe in yourself and overcome that. Naturally, you have to find the right set of people and right set of people you surround yourself with who motivate you to do better every day.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, what was the turning point that made you believe, yes, I can do this?
I mean, there was no turning point, but during COVID-19, we were not really an organization. Aspirant Learning wasn't really an organization before. So during COVID time, me and my peers, we decided why not do something to use our skills we have learned in school and college in the right way. So we organized the fundraiser MUN online, and whatever funds we generated from that, we donated to Paytm's Feed My City campaign, and that helped us generate around 70,000 rupees. We donated from that campaign for that campaign, and a lot of people got access to meals that they had lost to because of COVID, and that was a turning point for me, for which made me believe that the skills I have learned after all were not just skills for participating in any competition, or it could be something like can use for something more. So the platform I had created around me in the past few years, I used that in the right direction for generating funds, and then from there we created an organization whose mission is to make people more confident speakers, debaters, and entrepreneurs.
Wow, sir, that was fantastic.
Viewers, we are over with our previous segments. It's time to start segment 3. Entrepreneurship at a very young age. So, what is one habit that every aspiring entrepreneur should start developing today?
One habit. One habit is start seeking inspirations from others around you, and don't shy away to take lessons from those who are better than you.
That's great, sir.
Sir, what are some of the biggest challenges that young entrepreneurs face today?
The biggest challenge is not having the right direction. Everyone thinks that starting any business requires you putting in money into that first. In our case, I did not put any money into my business in the first place. Everything I generated in my business, we generated that through our skills. So we did not put any initial capital into our business. The campaign we organized, we used funds from there to start the initial funding for our startup, and then continued from there. So I think the biggest challenge people face is who to look up to and where to start from. So for this, you need the right mentor. And even if you don't have the right mentor, you need the right set of people to work with.
And sir, what were some of the biggest challenges you faced?
The biggest challenges I faced and I currently face also is that I work with schools and universities where people who are leading those institutions are much elder than me. So the challenge to be taken seriously as a young entrepreneur and not be seen as a youngster only is something that's a daily challenge we face. And I think your efforts and hard work speaks for itself when people who are double or triple your age start respecting you.
Wow, sir, that hardworking.
Sir, what inspired you to start organizing MUNs instead of simply participating in them?
I used to participate in MUNs in school, and I used to participate as a delegate. Then I participated as an executive board member, and then I realized why not organize an MUN in my own school. So I hosted my school's very first MUN, and we had the opportunity of hosting Dr. Kiran Nidhi as the chief guest that time, and that also we did at our own level. One fun fact is we did not tell our principal that we wanted to invite her. We invited her and then told our principal, ma'am, we have invited Dr. Kiran Bedi and she's agreed. And she was very proud as well as very angry at us at the same time. So that's one of the achievements that I did in school that I thought, why not organize whatever we participate in other schools? Why not bring it here to our own school?
That's interesting, sir.
Failures are the part of every journey, sir. Could you share your one failure that became your biggest learning experience?
One of my failures, I don't really call them failures, but one of my failures would rather be that I forgot, finding the right set of people, and it's not making a team is not a one-time process. It continues. So in my case, I think there's a lot of things that I would have done better, but a lot of things I've learned from. So I wouldn't really count them as failures. I would rather count them as learnings.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, what were the biggest challenges while organizing our very first conference?
The very first challenge was that when I was organizing it in my own school, the school teachers and school authorities support you. Because everything, success, failures, everything is of the school. You are students in the school. But when I was doing my very first event, a very first private event outside school, when I graduated from the school, we had to do everything alone. Figuring out from where to get the students from, which schools to invite, which students to invite, where to get the vendors from, everything was something we had to figure out on our own. No one taught us that. And doing it in your own school is a very different affair. And doing it outside when no one is sheltering you like your school, and that's a good platform you get in your own school where you are sheltered in your own school. That is a totally different platform. So biggest challenge was figuring out everything. The crisis of figuring out everything and learning how to swim ourselves.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, one of the most inspiring part of your journey has been bringing Model United Nations to schools. Where did this idea come from?
I participated in a lot of MUNs as a delegate. I wanted to bring that culture to schools because I feel a lot of students don't have the opportunities and they see around them. So I also had the opportunity of bringing this culture of MUNs into cities that have never heard of MUNs in the first place. So when the students in that particular school, they look around them and they see that students around me participating in debates, they're participating in dance competitions. They only think about that. But when they see around them that a school is organizing an MUN, something they've never even heard of before, students feel that this is also something I can do. So my contribution and effort has been to make sure that this culture reaches all schools in the country and also make sure that the students of one school get to participate in other schools to see and they build a healthy network of like-minded individuals who will be the futures of tomorrow, the leaders of tomorrow rather, not even tomorrow, rather leaders of today.
Means that's the story behind.
Absolutely.
Sir, apart from public speaking, what skills do students develop through MUNs?
MUNs teach a lot of things. They teach negotiation, they teach how to convince people. Sometimes you face issues in terms of even convincing your own parents. Let's say they have to convince them to go on a trip. But then MUN teach you how to be a better negotiator. They teach you how to be a better debater, and more than that, a diplomat. Something that's very important in today's world we live in.
That's nice, sir.
Sir, take us back to your first MUN. How did everything begin?
My first MUN, I participated in my first MUN in class 11th. I had taken humanities stream. So against what my class teachers and my teachers were telling me, they're saying he's good in studies, why don't you take non-medical or you take commerce? I said, no, I really want to study humanities. And that was the time when humanities was like 50-50 taken by good students and 50% taken by people who did not find any place else. So when I took humanities by my own choice, my teacher forced me. She said, go to this MUN, our school is being invited there. Now you take in humanities, you go participate there. I participated, did not know anything about MUN. That was my very first MUN. And it was an economic committee I was doing. I remember that was in Ryan International School, Basant Kunj. So, and that MUN is known as one of the best MUNs in Delhi NCR. So I participated there in an economic committee, not knowing anything and not understanding what other delegates were talking about. They were talking about tariffs, and they were talking about trade, and they were talking about diplomacy, and everything was going over my head like this. Like, what are they talking about? So after that, I never really wanted to go to any MUN in my life because I was so scared. I spoke only once, and that to my chair made a face which made me feel like I was speaking nonsense. So I am glad I did not stop there and participated in the second one and third one and fourth one, and did not get an award till the fifth one. Got an award in the sixth one because learned from my mistakes. So my very first MUN was a terrifying experience for me, but also makes me look back to, if I wouldn't have participated in the conference of that high level, I would have never really understood where I stood, because I was the best one in my school. But maybe not, but there are students better than me who taught me how to, do better in life. So my very first MUN was a disaster, but also a huge learning experience for me.
Sir, that's fantastic.
Sir, would you recommend every student to participate in MUN?
I would say not just MUNs. I would say MUN or something you're good at, or something you are interested in. It could be a business conclave, it could be a dance competition, it could be a singing competition, it could be a talent hunt, could be anything. Something that helps you express yourself. Because if you have it in your mind that I can do something, or even if that you think in your mind you can't, maybe participating in a competition would open new doors for you. So, not just MUN, maybe a debate, could be anything, but participate in something beyond your studies. Academics are only a very minor percentage of what makes your character. Extracurriculars and co-curriculars are very, very important. They're more important rather.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, one of your memorable conferences was at DPS Bijnor or somewhere else. Tell us about that experience.
One of my most memorable conferences was at, actually my TEDx experience at Shivnagar. So I spoke at Shivnagar University, and there I had the opportunity of speaking alongside people like Mr. Kapil Dev and Mr. Manish Paul. And I was proud to be invited as a speaker amongst people like this. So that was one of my most memorable experiences in the past some time.
Sir, any unforgettable moment from DPS Bijnor that you always cherish?
I like the enthusiasm and the curiosity that students have. Even if I give them a negative feedback and I tell them how to improve, a critical feedback, they come and improve. So next time I see some progress there and see some enthusiasm there. So that's one thing I really take away from whenever I come to the school.
That's wonderful. Viewers, it's time for our favorite segment, that is Rapid Fire. Sir, are you ready?
Yes, absolutely.
School or college?
School.
Tea or coffee?
Coffee.
Business book or motivational podcast?
I would choose a motivational podcast any day.
MUN or debate?
Debates.
One quality every entrepreneur must have?
Belief.
One country you would like to visit?
I would love to visit Japan.
Describe entrepreneurship in one word.
Entrepreneurship in one word is feeling like you are a failure every day, still trying to do better.
One piece of advice to your younger.
My younger self, a piece of advice would be to not be afraid to ask questions and take every opportunity that comes your way.
Wow, sir, you made the rapid fire look easy. Thank you, sir, for giving your precious time
to us.
Thank you. Thank you.
What an incredible conversation. Today's episode reminded us that entrepreneurship is not defined by age but by vision, courage, and perseverance. How taking the first step often matters more than having a perfect plan. We also learned that Model United Nation is much more than a conference but a platform where student learns diplomacy, teamwork, and leadership. To every student listening today, don't wait for the right time to chase your dream. Start with what you have, and remember, every successful person and entrepreneur was once a student with a dream. Thank you.